machine, gonna rock the town without being seen. Have you ever seen the turtle get down? Slamming a jam to the new beat sound.
Stop.
That's all I remember the song anyways.
Okay. I want to know about Devil May Cry. Like,
Okay.
we've been kind of beating around it a little bit. We should just talk about it. So,
Okay.
game looks fucking stupid. I mean, like, the actual look of it. Like, it looks like it plays like a Devil May Cry game, and that's great.
Yep.
But, okay, so I have pictures here for people looking in the chat. We have Splinter Cell Conviction. They did text on walls and stuff, almost like a heads-up tutorial display of like what you're supposed to be doing. So it makes it look kind of neat, natural. But then you have this bullshit. Stupidity. Like, really? So pretentious.
All right. Well, keep in mind
Or
that.
fuck you, Dante. So cool.
Where are you getting these pictures? Like Dan on the side, like, cool, bro.
Oh, I put that there.
Oh, okay.
Because it's so cool.
Yeah, cool, bro.
Yeah. And I keep hearing that Dante swears quite a bit. Now.
Well, he swears more than he ever used to, which I don't think he ever swore at all.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Why did they have to bring profanity into it when he was cool enough as it was before?
It's because they're trying to make him edgy for the 2012 audience.
That's so stupid,
2013, sorry. I keep forgetting the years changed.
Yeah, 2013. That's right.
Keep in mind, too, like, the difference between Splinter Cell and DMC is that the text is supposed to help you in Splinter Cell. It's just meant, it's the game, or sorry, it's the villain trying to mess with you in the actual game in DMC. So it's not meant to be, like, you know, nice and neat. It's supposed to be just be, like, junk.
Right, and it does bring across this idea that the game is junk, so it works. Like,
the game is self-aware, is what I've noticed.
Okay.
Maybe not to like the extent that you would expect, but
I'm at a point though where I don't even know what you can classify as self-aware or just trying to be edgy anymore, and it's really bothering me.
I think it jumps back and forth. Like Dante himself just cracks wise, although he swears a bit too. So it's weird dichotomy going back and forth on that.
How's the cracking wise thing? Because I mean that was one of the things that made him such a popular character before.
He's better at it and worse at it. I don't know how else to put it. There's less memorable lines, but he's a lot snarkier.
Okay.
Like and because it's Ninja Theory doing it, they use actual actors for the cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's a lot more expressive motions to it. Like you can see like Dante roll his eyes or like shrug, or I think at one point he's talking to the female character in the game, and she starts talking about something really weird. So then it just pans to Dante just quietly looking, what the fuck? Just like weird little stuff like that. I think that it's improved and degraded.
Okay.
So they kind of broke even.
All right. Like, everything I'm basing this on is just screenshots I've seen, videos I've watched, things I've read that other people have said. I don't understand how Giant Bomb gave it a 5 out of 5 because this doesn't look like a Game of the Year type thing at all.
I will admit, I like this game, but I am kind of shocked that Giant Bomb gave it a 5 out of 5. But then again, when they only have a 5-star rating.
Yeah. And, well, it was kind of weird because I was talking to Nathan yesterday, and you know how he's been getting in fights, kind of, at Giant Bomb?
Yeah.
And they all seem to be based on 5 out of 5 reviews that Brad has given. Apparently, this is a Brad-reviewed game. So Nathan on the review was just like, oh, another Brad 5 out of 5 or something. So he's stirring up the hornet's nest again for no reason. But yeah, I don't know. I just found that kind of a funny little anecdote because he's been going at it with those guys over everything like Far Cry 3 and whatnot. But yeah, so you don't even think it's like 5 out of 5?
I'd give it like a 9 out of 10 maybe if I was going to try to give it a rating so far.
So that, I mean, it's like a 5 out of 5
it's
then. It's
close. I would like a 4 maybe, between 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing though, like there are gripes with it I do have that as a Devil May Cry fan makes sense, but at the same time I'm trying to shut that part of my brain out and just enjoy the game for what it is. I'm doing the same thing I did with Sonic Unleashed. I enjoyed Sonic Unleashed because I did not treat it as a Sonic game.
Right.
So I'm trying to enjoy DMC as not a Devil May Cry game, and
What
I'm enjoying it a lot more because of that.
what are you enjoying it as then?
Just a hack and slash game. To me, it plays like a tighter Heavenly Sword, which makes sense because it's Ninja Theory.
Yeah,
In
and
fact, some of the mechanics from that are pretty much in this game, like switching weapon styles on the fly.
like I've been thinking about it a little bit. Ninja Theory, like, do they even do that impressive of work? They seem to
They,
be
they,
like
they
they've
do like
carved out a niche for
yeah,
themselves
they
that
do
they're
like
good at.
solid sevens and eights usually.
Yeah, I guess, but why? Because like Heavenly Sword at the time was a great thing for the PS3 because it's like, hey, look what you can do when you develop for this system. It's like, okay, cool. It's a lot of quick times and hacking and slashing, whatever, and crappy use of the six axis, but that's
Mm,
a whole nother thing.
twink
That
twang.
yeah, twang motherfucker. And then Enslaved was just like beautiful, but as gameplay goes, kind of crappy, like kind of boring. But you just
Really, I watched one of my roommates play it at the time, and it interests me enough to want to play it, but I never actually did.
well, surprise, surprise there. But
Yeah, I guess.
but yeah, like you just get bored of it after a while, I guess. What keeps you going in that game is you want to see it through to the end, and the scenery and stuff is really nice looking. But yeah, I don't know about the combat so much. Maybe the stealth, like sneaking around mechanics or whatever, that was okay. So like going into Devil May Cry just thinking about that stuff, I'm just like, well, Ninja Theory hasn't necessarily really impressed me, even though I do like some of their games. So I don't know where I stand here because I never finished all the way through Devil May Cry 4 because half of that game is good, but the first half I didn't like very much.
Yeah, no, I like Nero's playstyle, but I hate Nero as a character.
Yeah, and then like it burned me out a bit because you have to play that, then you get to the Dante stuff, and then when I was having fun again, other stuff came out, or I just kind of put it off because I had
Yeah.
played enough of it. And
Dante stuff has a lot. All the entertaining cutscenes are pretty much in Dante's section of the game.
mhm,
Because it seems like they were just like, let's just do whatever the fuck we want. You want to do like a Hamlet scene? Yeah, sure. Dante, go to nuts.
yeah,
You want a flamingo dance? Go, Dante.
one like my favorite of the series is Devil May Cry 3, and
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not.
pretty much everyone's favorite.
I don't even really know why. I like the difficulty a lot because it makes you feel like you've actually achieved something once you get the hang of it, which doesn't take too long to get the hang of it, but you have to constantly just keep building up that like muscle memory or whatever. So
Hmm.
it's kind of a hard game to go back to and stuff. And you were saying that this game's easy. So that's kind of weird too. I don't like that.
It's easy. The difficulties are easier, and it's easy to S rank in the game.
Hmm.
But they basically they do the same thing that Gears of War 3 did. They recommend you start on hard if you're a fan of Devil May Cry.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're
What's the difference between hard or normal or easy or whatever they give you?
I don't know what the actual notes is, but the enemies take more hits, they're more aggressive, and I believe there's more of them.
Okay.
So
Are you
yeah,
playing on hard
I am playing on hard.
and it's easy?
No, hard feels just like a Devil May Cry game. Like
Oh, okay.
I'm not dying unless I'm making stupid mistakes.
Okay, then what people are saying is maybe a little too far then. Because if there's the difficulty level where you can just play it like a Devil May Cry game, I guess I don't know why people are complaining that much about it.
And there are still two difficulty settings higher than this. There's still Son of Sparta and Dante Must Die.
Yeah.
And then there's the stuff they introduced in I think 3 or 4, Heaven and Hell or Hell and Hell,
Hmm.
which in Heaven and Hell everything dies in one hit no matter what the attack is, and Hell or Hell you die in one hit, but everyone else has like hard difficulty health.
Right. Hmm. So Ray Quaznaz or whatever in the chat says if Capcom still developed DMC, I think the new DMC would be much better. I don't know if I necessarily agree because Capcom is not the same Capcom that we used to love, really. So if Platinum
And
Games did it though,
well, I mean that's Metal Gear Solid Rising.
yeah,
Or, sorry, Metal Gear Rising.
yeah. Like I'm just trying to think of what Capcom has done lately now that I've played. I can't remember the last Capcom game I played.
Resident Evil 6.
I haven't played it.
Oh,
Yeah. Like Revelations?
No, they've had stuff come out after that,
Are you looking
but
it up right now?
I might be.
I heard a click. You clicky motherfucker. Look it up faster.
I am.
Faster.
Shut up. I know what you're going to say.
I wish my soundboard was working.
Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah, haven't played either of those.
You've played Tekken Cross Street Fighter. Street Fighter Cross Tekken. We played that at your house.
I didn't play it though. You played with Nathan.
Really? I swore you played it.
I played one round. I guess, does that count? To get the feel of a fighting game, you play one round?
Yeah, okay, fine in that case. Asura's Wrath?
Didn't play it. Remember, that was one of the ones I wish I had.
You played the demo, yeah.
Yep.
Resident Evil 4, Code Veronica HD remixes.
Actually, you know what? I did play both of those. So, there you go.
Dead Rising 2 off the record.
Didn't play it.
Actually, that might have been 2011 now that I think about it.
So,
Steel Battalion Heavy Armor.
Oh yeah, I rushed out for that one.
Yeah, I can tell.
You know, it's weird. I do have some Kinect games I want to get to. One of them, like, I want to finish Gunstringer. But, yeah. I want to play Rise of Nightmares, too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I haven't seen much about that.
Yeah, it's stupid looking, but I got it for $5. Remember when Blockbuster was going out? They're just like, I don't know, take whatever game and give us some money. It's like, okay, I'm taking Rise of Nightmares, here's $5. So yeah, sounds like I haven't played a Capcom game this last year, besides Resident Evil Revelations, which also made my top 10, so...
Which, to be fair, that was the best Capcom game this year.
Like, best Capcom game in a while, really. Like, I don't know why I'm just being a little hard on Capcom. I'm being hard on everything lately, and I don't really know why.
To be fair, you're not the only one being hard on Capcom. A lot of people are.
No, but I have been unnecessarily hard on a lot of stuff lately, and I just found out that, like, I can't have fun anymore, I don't think. That's why, like, I look at Devil May Cry, I'm like, ugh, when I should be like, yay, another game. But, I don't know. Maybe it's this whole thing where every game is like $60 and having to pay bills and stuff like that. I don't have extra $60 here and there usually.
See, I still enjoy this game.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I'm trying to play it objectively instead of being butthurt as a Devil May Cry fan that they changed Dante.
Mm-hmm.
And they made a reboot for a series that's only had 4 games.
Well, I know because for a while there, when they were releasing stuff about it, you were totally butthurt, like a Devil May Cry fan.
Yeah.
You were one of those guys that's like on the message boards. Like they changed his hair, WTF, and stuff like that. But
well, it's just a weird thing. Like you have an established character that's been around for years, and then you change it. But you have other games while that's in development where he is still his old look, like versus Capcom 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's weird, and it's kind of narcissistic that they designed him after the lead designer. That's just weird, man. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, from what I've seen, it plays like the other Devil May Cry games, so I guess there's something in that because I like how those play, but I don't know if that's enough to keep me invested anymore.
Well, if you don't see yourself wanting to go back to the other Devil May Crys, then no, you're not.
Well, the thing is, like, I would like to go back to 3 before I would buy this, I think. And that might just be because sense. I own 3 and I like it.
So I had a discussion with one of my friends when I picked up this game, and I realized that this is the 3rd highest rated Devil May Cry release, especially counting all the re-releases. The only games that have a higher Metacritic rating than DMC is Devil May Cry 1, which has like a 7-point lead on it, and the re-release of Devil May Cry 3, the special edition. That one was either beating it by 1 point or tied with it. I can't remember which.
Weird. What was 2 at, just out of curiosity?
60s or 50s, I think. I have to double check that one as well.
See, in my world, a 60 is still good. But I know that's not realistic with the internet, because anything under an 8 is not good for the internet.
Devil May Cry 2, 68. Devil May Cry 4 is at 84. The HD collection's at 77. DMC is at 86.
Hmm. I should really revisit the first game.
I really like the first game. Like they've made a lot of leaps and bounds in later games. Obviously, 3 still has a lot of the great mechanics, and
Yeah.
4 is fun to play too because of how different Nero is. And then you have Dante who can use all his styles at once.
Right. Hmm. I don't know. That's I mean, that's all I really have about Devil May Cry because, like I said, I haven't played it, so I can't offer any real criticisms at all, which is annoying because it's annoying to be disappointed with something you haven't even played. But there's that, I guess. You should lend it to me, or you should just bring it over. I'll play it, and then you can take it home. Because
Ryback's pretty upset that I brought up Metacritic.
what's that? Oh yeah, as well he should be. But
I don't. Yeah, I'm not saying Metacritic's the be all end all, but I mean it is good to see aggregate scores every now and then.
what can you say that you like a lot about Devil May Cry? Like, try to turn me around a little bit.
The series or this game?
This game.
The limbo stuff's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Where all like the stages just are constantly like warping while you're running around, so you're never quite sure what to expect.
And then you have words like obesity on the wall.
Yeah, there's a point to that in a way, but it is obnoxious, I will admit.
It's so dumb. Like,
But
come on.
if you're gonna focus on that though, then
That's a pretty big thing to focus on because
but
when
it's not the gameplay, it's just aesthetic.
Right, but like if I know I like the gameplay, so the only thing I was going into this for is maybe a little bit of story and the aesthetics because I know Ninja Theory can do aesthetics very well. And when I see them do something I know they do very well, very poor in my mind, that turns me off really bad. So, I don't know. Is the story any good?
It's more fleshed out than a Devil May Cry game usually is.
I guess that's not saying that much, but okay.
Well, keep in mind I'm only like 6 chapters in.
Yeah, okay. How many chapters is it?
20.
How many achievements do you have?
I don't know.
What was the hardest achievement to get so far?
So far they've all been fairly straightforward. Devil May Cry 4 has the hardest achievement, I think, out of all of the Devil May Cry games.
Which one?
Or hardest achievements. Like, you have to crush.
Yeah, okay.
You have to be ridiculously good at that game to get all the achievements.
So when did you get the 2,000 in that?
2,000?
Or 1,000?
I never... In Devil May Cry 4, no, I stopped.
Oh, did you? That
Yeah.
doesn't seem like something you would do.
Stop?
Yeah.
I didn't expect...
Well, I'm just thinking, like, for Uncharted, you platinum that.
But it wasn't hard to platinum in Uncharted.
Yeah, that's true. You can do it in, like, one playthrough, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Or, no, you have to beat the game on the hardest difficulty, so you need 2 playthroughs at the least.
Oh, I hate it when they do that. That's so annoying, but personal preference, I guess. I'm just going to be completely transparent. I don't have a lot other stuff to talk about.
Okay, I have 10 out of 48 achievements, 130 points out of 1,000.
Okay. Like, I haven't even been playing games that much lately.
What have you been doing lately, then?
I'm trying to think of what the hell I've been doing, and nothing? Like, this? Talking to people, I guess? I don't know. Just gonna look quickly in the chat here. I saw Vieko. Yeah, Vieko is here. One of the creators of Crunch.
Oh, nice. I still need to play that.
Oh, you bastard!
I've been so busy! I've been trying to get so much work done.
That's what you get for going away for so long.
Yeah, I was gone for like almost 2 weeks.
How was MagFest?
MagFest was actually really fun.
Okay. You're not gonna elaborate at all, are you?
Well, do you want me to elaborate? Because like I didn't really go to any concerts while I was there, but I played a lot of games, and
Okay.
I played a lot of Battletoads for some reason.
Yeah,
And
we kind of talked about that on Retro.
Yeah, I almost beat Battletoads while I was there.
How many times did you scream, John?
Not at all.
Okay.
Well, although I guess there was a time that I hung out with the crew from Botchamania, and we just started doing like wrestling chants while we were in the middle of a tournament. It's kind of funny.
That seems like such a creepy thing. How many times did you scream, John? It's like,
All
oh,
the time.
all the times.
All the time.
Mario 64 Mario asked, "What are your thoughts about Miiverse for 3DS?"
Miiverse for 3DS.
Hmm.
Like, did they announce that it was becoming a thing? Because I haven't been on my 3DS in a while.
I don't know. I mean, we can keep talking. Maybe Mario 64 Mario will enlighten us because we're idiots. Apparently, they
They
just
just
announced
announced
it.
it, which explains it. I'm down with that. They said they were going to eventually combine the two anyway, so
Hmm.
I'm excited to see what they do because I'm enjoying Miiverse making like random little quips.
Yeah,
Miiverse will be huge once it hits 3DS, says Iwata.
yeah, and I mean, you're all about the 3DS as it is.
Oddly enough, the past week I've been mostly playing my Vita.
Really, what have you been playing?
Earth Defense Force 2017 Portable,
Okay.
DJ Max Technic, and Wake Up Club.
Wake Up Club. Okay. Do you
Yeah.
really play that though, or do you just kind of sleep
Yeah, no, you sleep and then you wake up
and then you play it?
for like 10 seconds and then you just go back to sleep because it's just an alarm clock, basically.
I saw that Sean was having troubles getting it to work or something. Was it not waking him up, or what was the problem?
It was just using the alarm mode, but it wasn't using the community modes.
Oh, like does it have to be connected to Wi-Fi then?
Yeah, well, if you want to use the community stuff, yeah.
Right. Which you want to use that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm. Battletoad drinking game. Drink every time you die. Best game or the worst game? I don't know. That
Probably the
seems
worst 'cause you would die from like alcohol poisoning.
like eventually. I don't know. I think you would have to put some stipulations on that, where it's just like not every time you die, but maybe like every time you have to continue or something. I don't know. Like every
Well,
time
I
you
mean, you
get
only have
hit,
three continues, so maybe really, if you're really with Battletoads, if you're drinking, you're just gonna slowly get worse at the game.
every time you get hit,
Oof.
you take a drink. Unless you don't drink, then I mean, obviously you would win, but I would be happy playing the drinking game with you, John. Just letting you know that.
But I don't drink.
I like to see someone take a shot every time they get hit by a bird in Ninja Gaiden. That's the worst idea ever. I fucking hate those birds. Of course, John's like, oh, well, I raced Ninja Gaiden and I won it every time because I'm great at
No,
those
no, no, no.
things.
I lost my races.
Oh, did you?
The first race I beat him at Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2, then lost at the third.
Mm-hmm.
But it was an aggregate race where you had to go through all three. So
Right.
no, I think I used aggregate wrong there. Uh, and then there was the second race because the first race footage was bad,
Okay.
and he beat me at all three. But I managed to beat the first two Ninja Gaidens without using a continue. That was the trade-off.
Mm.
And now we have to record it again because his footage got deleted.
I remember about a year ago, you invited me to a Mario 3 race that I wasn't able to make it to.
Yeah,
How did that go?
I won that.
Of course you did. Jesus.
Not by much. It was close.
Yeah. Did you
There,
go through the whole game like legit?
yeah, no warps.
No warps, yeah. That's what I was getting
You
at.
were allowed to skip stages if you had the items for it, or
Okay.
if they weren't out of the way. But
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
name races you haven't won. I just said one, Ninja Gaiden.
That one stung too, didn't it? You
A
can
little
admit
bit,
it. We're
a
all
little,
friends here.
a little bit, but not at the same time because he actually practiced and I didn't.
Yeah, but you recorded it twice.
Yeah, I was disappointed that I did worse in the second race, even though technically overall I did better. But now that we have to do a third one, I think I might actually practice for this one.
You're doing a third one?
Well, yeah, we have to do it again.
Oh.
Also, I'm crazy.
Yeah, like, why? Did something happen to the footage again?
Yeah, no, his hard drive broke, which he had all this footage on.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, that's rough. Okay.
it was an external hard drive and it got knocked over.
We also gotta do idiot stuff again, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
Eno
another
wanted to do that
conversation.
tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another conversation we'll have off air, but yeah, I don't know. Good old Eno. Did you met up with Eno and them in
Yeah,
Nightfest? How was that? How was
that was
it
fun
meeting
actually.
ADP, the legendary ADP?
He never talked much.
Yeah, he's such a gravelly voice though. I love it.
He was pretty cool. I like Eno's a fun guy to hang around with. So's Panic actually. The whole crew was pretty fun.
The whole crew being the three of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, their friend Dustin I think was there too, and he was all right.
Oh, okay.
It's the whole group of four of them.
The whole group of four of them, and he was like your chauffeur for a bit.
Yeah, he drove us to East Starland, so we picked up a bunch of games there.
Oh
And
yeah, what is that, like a retro shop?
yeah, they're also like a giant website, kind of like a gaming warehouse, but they also have a physical location with all their games, and they've got a lot of games there.
Yeah.
A lot of rare stuff and a lot of just kind of old stuff in general. They had a bunch of like figurines, they had a bunch of consoles, a lot of new stuff. I'm trying to think of what I picked up there. The only thing I remember right away is Klonoa,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Archinelico 2. I picked up Pack in Time for the Super Nintendo. I picked up some more PS2 stuff. Really, all I went there for was Klonoa, and then I walked out with like a dozen games. So,
Cool. Salamance92 asks, yes, please more 480. It's also wondering what happened to Scott Pilgrim. We don't know what you're talking about. Scott Pilgrim's on the Awful Gamer HD on YouTube. Go watch it. The Pokeprof? How bad was the follow from Nate Luminosa? What is this?
oh, that's the ROM hack with the Cancer Kid.
Oh, where you got duped. Well, like
Yeah,
everybody got duped, not just you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't feel bad for doing what I did because people donated to cancer, and all I lost was some free time.
Hmm.
So, like, I have people are like, "Oh man, you're such a sucker." I'm like, "Yeah, I
You
sure
didn't
did
lose it,
lose
you
it."
donated free time. There's a
Yeah,
difference.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, "Yeah, I sure lost out on blank." It's like, whatever.
To
I
be
don't.
completely fair, though, like, time, free time is the one thing you don't have a lot of at all.
I guess, but at the same time, at least I got some videos out there and people were happy. So
At
that
least I
kind of,
got some videos out there, ProtonJon.
yeah, there you go. That's a quote. Take that to the bank, and
Yeah.
then don't cash it because I don't think it's good for currency.
See, like that whole time you were talking about it or whatever, I didn't really watch the videos and I feel bad about that. Well, I feel even worse admitting it. I don't know why I did that. But so you were talking about like the ideas behind it and blah 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 what was going on.
Hmm.
And my first thought was, yeah, it's totally fake or whatever, dude wants attention, and I felt really bad about that. So just the fact that that was
See,
actually what
like
happened was
that
like,
that
oh,
was why I ended up like making the focus about cancer donation and stuff like that because just in case.
totally, yeah. And I think you did the right thing doing that because if it was about him, that would have been bad. Like
Yeah,
that would have been a bunch of like terrible free publicity for a bad thing. And the whole
but
time I was just like, dude totally doesn't have cancer and he's just duping everybody. But at the same time, it's not like I wanted him to have cancer, so I was okay with it
yeah,
because it's
he
like
he actually he eventually posted a response too.
oh, what did that say?
He posted a video where he explained what happened. Essentially, what he was doing when he posted about having the cancer was he was actually killing off his online like logins because he was actually going to commit suicide. And then we fucked up his plan to commit suicide by actually paying attention to him and playing his game. So,
So either way, you saved a life.
in
Maybe
a way, I don't think of it as that way, but
Proton John, what's it like to save a life over the internet?
breaking news. Uh,
Answer the damn question.
how?
I don't know. Like, I don't think that's even a true thing either.
I don't know. Like he posted a video like showing his face and like he explained it and he's like I can understand if people don't believe this is true.
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame them considering everything that happened, but this is how things happen. If you don't believe me, then fair enough. I understand
But
why.
when you play that type of card, it's like, who's gonna question you? That is basically like the get out of jail free card. It's like, yeah, well, I was gonna kill myself. It's like, well, you can't prove that he wasn't going to, or whatever. The story kind of checks out. But,
I guess, but I've had other people messaging me saying, yeah, we know him where he's getting mental help, like he's taken to a psychiatrist.
I don't know, man. Like either
So
way, it doesn't matter.
I can understand skepticism in that, and I definitely understand, like, I can see why you wouldn't believe him. But
Well, and the thing is, like, it doesn't matter if I believe him, because the fact of the matter is, if it's true, he didn't commit suicide because you guys were giving him attention, and if the cancer thing was true or not, either way, like, everybody wins, because if he had cancer, like, that sucks. You're doing this thing to help raise his spirits, blah blah blah. If he didn't have cancer, another dude is not dying from cancer. There's nothing bad with that. It's just that he's just kind of a douchebag for doing that. So, like, either way, it's kind of hard to get mad at the guy, but, like, I don't know, man. That's some heavy shit to just kind of throw away, like, out there onto
I
the
don't know.
internet, but whatever.
Well, that's how the internet's become now.
Yeah. This is what happens when people in the chat ask about cancer things. Stop doing that. Podcast down.
Podcast ruined.
Everything ruins the podcast, but nothing stops it. Nothing stops the podcast. How was MagFest? Kind of answer that, I guess, but good.
No, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, got to play a lot of arcade games because they were all on free play. I got to play the Super Mario Brothers pinball machine.
Okay, how was that?
Pretty good, actually. It's kind of fun. Apparently, it's somewhat rare too.
You have a pinball machine, right?
No, I have an arcade machine.
Oh, right, because they were doing the draw for a pinball machine or an arcade machine, and you won the other one.
Yeah.
Do a Pee Wee Herman impression now. That's really good. Oh, my life is over.
When I flew back from MagFest, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Pee-wee's Big Adventure was on the TV, so I was watching it.
Uh-huh.
And I went to a live stream a couple days ago with my friend Gerard, and we were just doing impressions, and for some reason Pee Wee Herman came up, and I was like, well, if you want to talk to Pee Wee Herman, you talk like this because he's all wacky and crazy, and just did that, and
your laugh is spot on. Your talking could use a little bit of work.
I know that I need to work on the talking. It's really weird because he has like 3 or 4 different versions of how he talks.
Well, his talking's more high pitched.
Yeah, well, because it depends too. Because there's points where he talks like this, kind of like a Kermit the Frog, but it's more like, okay, Dad. No, I can't even do it now. It's turning super Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like the laugh.
Super Canadian, eh?
Super Canadian, eh? The laugh is pretty much the best thing, the easiest part to do.
Yeah. So, Salaman says, I heard a little bit from Tim's vlog, but John, what is your fave Pokemon gen, and what do you think about Gen 6?
I guess my favorite gen would be the first, because that's the one I played the most.
Represent.
And Gen 6, I don't know, looks alright. Probably not going to play it, but...
Which one's Gen 6? I don't know shit about Pokemon except for Charmander, yo.
They literally just announced it, like, last week.
Oh, is that X and Y?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
He was like, first gen? Typical. Well, like, I only played 2 gens. What do you expect?
What's the other gen that you played?
Second.
Why do we keep saying gen? It's weird. Gen. What gen did you play? Second. Which is second? Is that like leaf green and stuff?
That's gold and silver.
That's gold and silver? I don't know anything about these generations or what splits them up. What was leaf green?
That was generation 3.
Okay.
Leaf green was actually... No, the fire red and leaf green is gen 3. Never mind. I was thinking ruby. No, ruby. What the fuck? Ruby and sapphire is 3rd gen, I think, and fire red and leaf green were remakes of gen 1.
Okay.
There we go. I'm remembering it right now.
Okay.
4th gen was Pearl and Diamond for the DS.
Okay.
Which I did play a bit of that.
Mm-hmm.
Then they remade 2nd gen for DS as well. That was Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And 5th gen was Black and White 1 and 2.
I don't understand a fucking thing you just said. Thanks for coming, Veko. We'll definitely get together at some point. What's your favorite Pokemon?
Hitmonlee.
That's the boxer?
That's the kicker.
That's the kicker. Okay.
That's the kicker.
What's your favorite My Little Pony?
Rainbow Dash.
Why?
Why?
I don't know. Like, why? That sounded a little more like, I don't know, weirder than it was supposed to.
Okay.
Why is it Rainbow Dash?
I don't know. She seems like she has a personality I don't mind.
Is that like the only name that you know from the show, or do you know
Uh,
all of them?
God, of course, my buddy Emil doesn't shut up at the damn series. I
Dude,
wouldn't.
I'm friends with Nathan. I talk to him like every second day,
Okay, good
so
point.
I
Good point.
know the names as well.
Yeah. Twilight, Rainbow,
Isn't it
Pinky.
Twilight Sparkle?
Yeah, it's Twilight Sparkle. I'm just saying parts. Pinky,
Pinky
Rarity, Applejack. I missed someone there.
Pinkamena Pie?
Pinkamena. It's just Pinkie Pie.
Yeah, Pinkie Pie.
Pinkamena? What?
Just yeah, talk to Nathan after. Um,
Oh God, I don't know if I want to.
I don't know if I want to talk to my friend.
No, I mean I don't want to
He
talk to
likes
him
a
about.
show.
I don't want to talk to him about My Little Pony because he's a little too adamant about it. It's the same
Actually,
reason I don't like talking about it to Emil because he's so ridiculously obsessed with the show that it's obnoxious.
you know what? Nathan, I'm very proud of our little boy Nathan. He's grown up. Along with his cynicism lately towards video games, he has turned that on My Little Pony as well.
Oh, I don't, I don't know if that's an improvement.
No, because like I like it because he's actually showing that he can criticize something that he obviously loves way too much. In my opinion, too much, I guess, but that's just me. I mean, I'm not the one with a giant My Little Pony bag hanging from my door, so I don't know. I guess there's that. But he was saying there's like problems with season 2 because the writers know that there's like a whole thing on the internet now behind their show, so they're trying to cater to that more than just making it what it was before, which he finds weird and disingenuous in some weird way because apparently he likes it better when it's made for kids.
So he likes it when they're not self-aware.
Yeah, he hates the self-aware thing. Like he liked it better when it was just kind of like something that was made for kids that adults enjoyed because it had good messages in it and that whole thing. But I don't know. You would totally have to ask him about that. So
Ray, yeah, Ray Quazans. Chugga does have a lot of My Little Pony merchandise. Just look at Tim's vlog channel. You'll see when we were at his house, there's literally shelves of it.
Does he beat Nathan?
I have not seen Nathan's house, so I don't know how ponied up he is, but probably.
I think
Actually,
his
no.
room is full of ponies.
I still think he beats him because he has 6 giant stuffed ponies and half of them talk.
Mm-hmm.
That they're like custom made by someone online.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure that beats Nathan.
I don't know. I heard Nathan likes that dude quite a bit though, because at E3 they were talking about ponies. So,
Oh right, they did meet. I forgot about that
that's weird.
because we were sharing a hotel room.
Purple Sinky, Paul, what's your favorite Pokemon? Charizard. Because dragons, yo.
My favorite show is Fist of the North Star because it's basically a B movie that has like 100-something episodes, and they're all amazing.
Necronomagamer, does Nathan still hate Argo? Yes. Yes, he does, and it's going to get worse with Academy Awards and stuff coming up here. So, if you follow him on Twitter, be prepared, I guess. But yeah. Some weird questions about describing Chugga's room or wardrobe.
Yeah, he's known for wearing like polo shirts when he goes to conventions.
Okay.
So he's got like, I think I've seen him at least 6 different polo shirts.
Do you want to hear my Chugga story?
You have a Chugga story?
I have a Chugga story because I barely knew him except for a photo I saw like on your Facebook or something, or maybe on your Twitter, or someone like linked with you tagged on it, and it's like you and the other two just like leaning against a wall or something.
Oh, okay.
And you're wearing a hat.
Yep.
I just remember because like that's weird to see you in a hat because I don't usually see that.
Oh, right. Yeah, you usually see me like. Yeah, you haven't even seen me wearing like a toque or anything, have you?
No, I see you bareback. Your
Why
locks.
Why would you admit that?
Locks flowing in the wind. No, but so I had a kind of an idea of what he looked like or whatever, and I knew the polo thing, but he seems like he doesn't like to talk to people when he's just doing his own thing. Like he seems very quiet. Mm-hmm. So Sean and I were at what's that stupid place? GameWorks, is it? Across from PAX? The
Yes.
giant arcade.
Hmm.
So Sean and I are walking around, and we were. So it became kind of a thing. I don't know why I'm saying this really, because it might be taken the wrong way, but we were just kind of like laughing about like Chugga making a shitload of money or something.
Hmm.
And I don't know how it came up, but we were referring to like being rich as making Chugga bucks or like the Chugga change.
What?
Like, so like if something was like that's $100 or whatever, it's like damn, that's Chugga change, yo. Stuff like that. So we were just like joking that whole weekend and a few weeks after, just like about how rich Emil is, even though like I only met him once. And Sean and I were walking around the looking for arcade games and stuff. And there's this thing where you just kind of throw tokens in and it gives you a ticket.
Hmm.
And he was he was just sitting there in a chair. It looked like he had been there for the last 2 hours, and he's just plugging away these tokens. Him and some chickies with. Like he would put a token in, and then as he's grabbing the ticket from that, she would put a token in or whatever, and they were just going back and forth. And we're like, what's he doing? Like, why isn't he talking to anybody or anything? And that was my Emil story. That was my first introduction to who he is as a person. I just watched him like plug away for tickets, and we were assuming he was going for the PSP
Hmm.
there, but then we were saying, why doesn't he just buy a PSP? That's chugga change. So yeah, it all folds back onto each other. But yeah, that's
They
my.
they told me how many tickets they got later because it was Tim and like the whole group, or at least half the group, were just trying to win tokens and tickets.
Mhm.
They had like a ridiculous amount. They were close to getting the PSP,
But like,
but I think they just spent it on random stuff.
and the weird thing is like, I was telling Sean like I think that's that chugga guy. He's like, no, that can't be. Like, why would he just be sitting there when he could be doing other stuff? It's like, I don't know. So we just stood there for a second, and he's probably like, what the fuck are these douchebags doing? So, like, we're just watching him. It's like, dude, I think that's him, but, like, I don't want to approach him because, like, he looks like he's really invested in getting his tickets or whatever. So we just walked away, and we're just, like, wondering what a big YouTuber is doing just sitting there plugging tokens in a machine for, like, an hour. But,
Chugga is very socially awkward.
and that's totally fine. Like,
Yeah.
I understand that. I'm just saying, like, this was the first time I had like not met, but like seen him in person. So it was just kind of like, oh, that's kind of weird, but whatever. So yeah, Brony.
No shit, John. We've seen him in vlogs.
Let's talk about you, John and Paul. Okay,
We,
let's talk about us.
all right, so we're in the Beatles. We're looking for Ringo and George replacements.
That's the worst accent I've ever heard.
That because it wasn't an accent.
Do an accent.
Well, I mean, we could just be talking like this and going on about the Beatles a bit.
Ugh. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to Let's Play Token Machine. Oh my god, that I don't know why I'm laughing so hard at that. Okay,
Oh, that's pretty good.
yeah. We're in a bromance. Um,
Uh,
mm, we're
hmm.
barely friends. So I'm gonna say no, but I think there is some jealousy issues there.
I know. I'm very jealous.
Yeah, yeah.
Whenever you
Wait,
spend time with your girlfriend or roommate, I'm
wait.
incredibly jealous.
Yeah, probably of me.
Yes. How'd you know?
Oh, this got weird.
We can take it off us. That's okay.
Fanfic writers, start your typing. Oh no.
And this is why you can't
Why
put
did
your
you drag me into your world?
because you kept dragging me into yours. It's like a black hole. You're trying to drag a black hole into the podcasts.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm stupid. So I didn't get that at first. It's just like, black hole? What? Whatever. I don't know. It did sound very sexual. You're right, techno track hero. I think we like if we're gonna refer to the chat, we should at least say their names probably and what they're saying. So anybody listening after, I don't know, like if you're listening to this after this has happened, dude, like I don't know what happened to you as a child, but it's okay. Like you can probably turn it off if you want to. This is totally just something there that we're not talking seriously with, so don't worry about it. John, say something.
Something.
Oh fuck, I knew you were gonna do that. You do that every single time and I hate it.
Sorry.
Ugh.
What? It's me saying something at least.
It
Are you just? What's wrong? You seem upset.
I'm frustrated
Why? For me?
because why don't you look at me when we're making love? I think your reaction was the best part of that.
I wasn't expecting that.
John, what's the weirdest fan experience you've had?
Fan experience.
Oh, I have something. When we were in line for PAX that one year. Not last year, 2 years ago.
Oh God. When we were like, when they got me through Street Pass.
Yeah, like okay, so we're standing in line getting our ticket, our passes or whatever at a.
We got our passes. We were grabbing the gift bags.
Oh yeah, like we were just actually entering PAX.
Yeah.
Now you were on your DS, and obviously someone got you on the street pass, and they were looking around, and then you and I and Ron at the time, I think it was, were talking,
Hmm.
and then like I saw this dude just kind of like looking over his shoulder, looking at you, and like he was piecing in his mind, like, is that who I think it
Well,
is?
keep in mind, I was in costume too. That was the year I went as a Blues Brother.
Yeah, great costume. You were wearing a suit. It's not like you were wearing a mask.
Well, I was wearing big sunglasses that covered up my glasses, but whatever.
Yeah, and Spider-Man. I love your movies.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
That was
That was
good.
good. That was good.
But yeah,
I'm so glad I made Spider-Man laugh.
and then I think like me and Ron started referring to you as Pro J
Yes, that's where that came from. Okay,
to
now I
make
remember.
to make sure that people around would like if they knew you, like it was still kind of inconspicuous, but like it would just be like, oh yeah, that guy. I'm gonna go talk to him, and he made you sign his what was it now?
The guidebook.
The guidebook. That's right. And he wanted you to sign "Don't eat the mushroom," and I think you got pissed off.
No, I didn't get pissed off. I just sighed. I'm like, oh God.
Didn't you
So I
write
think
like "Kill me, please" or
yes,
something?
I think that's what it was. Like ProtonJon, I went and killed myself after this. I'm sorry, or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but it was essentially like I'm killing myself because I'm me or something like that. It was dark. That's all I remember. I just wrote something really
Yeah, it was
dark.
something super dark, and I remember laughing on the way home thinking about it because it's like, what would happen if you like met like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something? You're just like, oh man, I love this guy. I got to get him to sign something. And he's just like, I'm gonna fucking hang myself tonight. Love Arnold. Like,
I was like, holy shit.
yeah, like what? I think you were in a mood, maybe.
No, I tried to be sarcastic with it, and I think it didn't come off as that.
It never comes off that way in text.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It comes off as really dark and depressing. So you're a dark and depressing person in text, which is why I love your poetry.
Thank you. Have you actually read my poetry?
Do you actually have poetry?
I'm not answering that.
No, please.
No, the only poetry-ish writing I've ever done was for like my parents, for like Mother's and Father's Day. I
You
wrote
can
them.
admit to it. Okay, so I'm going to admit to it then. I used to write poetry all the time from grade 11 until after my first year of college. It was a fun writing exercise for me, and I still love poetry to this day. ProtonJon.
I never wrote poetry besides for my parents, but I did write like a bunch of short stories.
See,
That I am.
See, okay, I stopped writing short stories after one of them got me sent to my school counselor. So,
Oh.
I don't want to go dark again, though. This is the thing. I don't want to relay this story very much, maybe. Let's just say that the Columbine stuff had happened, and, like, every school was on, like, crazy watch for a long time.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so writing a story about a kid that got bullied in school coming back and blowing everybody away with a gun, yeah, it set up some flags. We'll just say that. What the hell was that?
That was my phone.
Oh, it sounded like a train.
It's on vibrate and it's sitting on my desk. So
Did you ever get sent to the principal's office, John?
only once,
Hmm.
and that was because I was on the roof of the building.
Were you getting balls back?
No, people were throwing stuff out on the roof or just jumping out on the roof and jumping back in, so I decided to do it. And it just so happened the one time I did it, uh, the principal was in the library next to our room, and he motioned me to come over there and climb out there. And then I got sent to detention that night, which sucked because that was the school my mom taught at.
Hmm.
So of course I got drove home by my mom when she was done work, and of course grounded.
Was that the worst thing you ever did at school?
Yeah,
That's not
actually.
bad.
Well, like there was the one time I threw a kid into a desk and his.
Okay, I want to hear about that.
Okay, well I in like not even junior high, in like grade 5 or 6, I had like a bunch of people obviously trying to bully me
Yeah.
because my mom was a teacher and whatever, and I was a super huge nerd.
Yeah, it
So
was.
shut up.
Push you into a desk, man.
Nerd's in, man. Haven't you heard?
Nerd's the word.
Nerd is the word. But yeah, like they would try to fight. So of course I just shoved someone into a desk, and then he like smacked his head or his back against the corner.
Hmm.
And of course the teacher broke it up later, but it was like whatever. He just shoved it off.
Okay, this kind of leads into my next question then. Have you ever been in a fight?
Yes.
Like, not counting that, because I wouldn't count that as a fight. That was you harassing somebody.
No, they were harassing me first, and then
No, that was
back.
you harassing somebody. Don't lie.
Clearly was.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just thinking here. Depends on like how you want to describe a fight, like how into it.
Like, I don't know, a fight. Like, I think every kid, or at least every, like, male growing up or whatever, kind of gets in the situation where, like, fists are thrown, words are said, regrets are had, maybe.
Yeah, no, I've been in like some small scraps. That was about it. Nothing
Like,
that like I would come home with like a black eye or a bruise on my face or anything.
oh, okay.
Nothing bad like that. The worst would be just like jerseying someone and just like shoving them around or something like that.
Yeah. Did your parents ever give you trouble about it?
No, because he was almost always in self-defense.
Oh, okay. All right, then. I like getting these little weird insights into you because I know nobody else, like everybody else will ask you stuff that like you'll answer about video games probably.
Yeah.
I want to know about what fights you've been in.
I don't know how much blood you've drawn.
Yeah. Like I don't even know a lot of stuff and okay, yeah, we're not going to talk about some stuff I would like to talk about with people listening. So, we'll skip over that. John, what's your favorite video game track, soundtrack? Since you've said you prefer music to video games.
Guilty.
Wait, okay, you prefer video game music to just regular music, I think.
No. I prefer if I had to choose between giving up video games or giving up music, I'd give up video games over music.
Yeah, I could probably see that.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry, go ahead. What's your favorite video game track or soundtrack?
Guilty Gear Double X has a pretty good soundtrack.
Mhm.
God Hands is pretty good. Killer 7 has some interesting tracks.
Mhm.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game's got a really good soundtrack overall.
Totally. Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, no, Silent Hill 2 is pretty atmospheric. I like a couple tracks from 3 as well.
Yeah, I like anything Akira Yamaoka or whatever.
Yeah, like speaking of, he did Contra Shattered Soldier, like which is all pretty much rock and techno, which is pretty good.
Yeah. What about just normal music?
Normal music, I'm kind of all over the board for that. Like lately, I've been listening to like a lot of older stuff, like Elton John and Elvis.
Yeah.
But I've also been listening to like a lot of new stuff, like Dead Mouse and Motion City Soundtrack, We Are Scientists,
Yeah.
Mute Math.
Actually, it's kind of weird because the one thing we actually like when we started like talking and stuff the one interest we actually shared more than video games was Muse at the time.
Yeah, because I think the first time we hung out in person was at the Muse concert.
Yeah, and I just remember singing to I'm on a Boat.
Yeah, because we were driving back and for something you played, and then we just started singing. We rolled down the windows and just started yelling. I'm on a boat while we were pulling into the parking lot where my car was.
Which is so weird to think about because I'm not usually like I'm not very much an outgoing person. So just the fact that like a random person is in my car and like all three of us just randomly start singing this song, it's just kind of a weird thing that happened. So
Is it weird that I'm used to weird stuff like that?
mhm.
I don't know. I think that's just what happened in university. Was just you're like, oh hey, you're a random person. I'm gonna meet 3 or 4 more random people in this club, and then we're gonna go drive out and go bowling or something.
Yeah, I know you're quite the club guy, so
Oh yeah, totally.
always into club.
Wub wub in the club.
Wub wub in the club. Remember what in the butt?
Oh god.
Yeah, I was thinking about that South Park episode the other day that made fun of that. John getting that booty, says Techno Track Hero.
Damn.
Damn. Game
Some...
boat? Question mark.
Oh yeah, game boat.
Yeah.
That's a top-down perspective thing.
Was that ever a thing?
Yeah, game boat's a real thing.
Did any of you own it?
No, we could never find one. I think they're still for sale on Amazon or something like that.
See, like, why was I thinking that Nathan was looking really hard for one?
Because probably was.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he's said something about that.
I feel like Sean would look for it more than Nathan, though.
Yeah. I have a weird question for you.
All right.
Wait, that's not going to work. There's only 2 others of you. Shit.
What?
Never
What?
mind. That question's not going to work. But if you could choose to be stuck on an island with either one of your top-down perspective co-hosts, who would it be and why?
Sean, because I feel like he would actually try to find a way off the island.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. Like, I love Nathan. He's a great guy, and he's the funnest person to argue with. Like, I agree with him on so many things, and, like, on this podcast, I will argue with him just to hear him argue. But, like, he totally does seem like the person, like, I'm trying to get home, and he's just like, no, don't worry about it. And he'll just lay down and eat a banana, and you're like, dude! Like, what are you doing? But, yeah, like, I guess if you wanted someone to really try to, like, help you get off the island, it'd probably be Sean, but if you just want to hang out on an island, maybe Nathan.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
I feel like Sean would have some fun, too, but at the same time, like, this is cool and all, but I would like to go home.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to eat a proper meal and maybe play some video games.
One of my favorite times ever with Nathan was making him do a fuck, marry, kill with different ponies.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was bad.
I'm not surprised that you did this, but I was like, fuck.
That is recorded on one of the episodes somewhere. But and he wasn't too happy with that.
I can imagine.
I think it was marry Pinkie Pie, kill Rainbow Dash, and fuck Twilight Sparkle. It was
Why do you remember that?
Because I was laughing so hard, and I listened to like when I edit the podcast, I have to listen to them again.
Oh yeah.
And, like when I was listening to it again, I was just like, I should really just clip this out or something, but I didn't. But yeah, I was laughing way too hard, so I remember it perfectly. Poor Nathan.
I like CNVBJ's answer. For me, it would have to be kill, kill, kill.
Isn't there 5 of them though? So
There's
it'd be
6.
kill. Oh, there's 6. Kill,
Yeah.
kill, 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 kill.
And then there's all the other ponies.
Kill, 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 kill. Yeah, we get it.
A killing machine gun.
All I remember is a winking Twilight Sparkle in the album art. Yeah, that was there for that reason. You're totally right. That was a little wink to remind anybody that if they wanted to go back.
Oh my god.
So just look for the one with Twilight Sparkle winking seductively in the image. That's the one. Spare the ponies, make them your slaves. Why would you kill them?
Wouldn't it be weird having an army of talking ponies?
By weird you mean awesome, probably. Waluigi impression. Do you do a Waluigi impression?
A very bad one.
Really?
What happened was we were playing Fortune Street,
Mm-hmm.
and I was playing as Waluigi. So every now and then I would just be like, Waluigi #1, and just it kept turning slowly in the video into like a Mexican accent. So the joke is now that I have like Mexican Waluigi, and whenever something would happen, I'd be like, Waluigi owns like a bridal shop. He's gonna make you a beautiful dress. You're gonna go and get married. It'll be so great. And like it's a really garbage Waluigi impersonation. I used to be able to do a better one, but I've gotten really bad at it.
Hmm. Why didn't you ever do it when we were doing those Left 4 Dead videos when you were Waluigi?
I don't think I had done the voice at the time.
Oh, okay.
When did we record that specific Left 4 Dead 2 episode?
That was like the second one we did.
Yeah, no,
That was the passing right after the mall one.
Yeah, I think after we'd record. Yeah, because I was living in the other house then.
Yeah, you totally were. That was a long time ago. That was probably like what, August maybe?
Something like that. Yeah. The video where the voice started happening was just before I moved because it was like after it was at PAX that I started doing that voice.
Okay. Purple Sinky, John's Joker impression was pretty good though. I agree. It was it was scary good how like or it was scary how good it was getting too. Like I just remember it being kind of shitty when you first did it. Yeah. And then it progressively got to the point where it's like, dude, this isn't like this is real life now. Like this is just bad. I can't talk to this guy anymore. But yeah.
And that's why we stopped for it. It's right there. That's why we stopped Left 4 Dead. No, that's not why we.
I'm just gonna say if it was completely up to me, I don't think we would have stopped Left 4 Dead.
Really?
I don't know. I had a lot of like maps and stuff I wanted to try out. Like there was a Helm's Deep map, like a survival map sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
I enjoyed the Resident Evil 2 mansion that we or police station that we did, but except for having that one, was it the spitter we couldn't destroy because it was too armored?
Oh, yeah, what the hell happened with that? I can't remember. I think it was like an armored one, but since there was no head or whatever to like blow the helmet off or something, we couldn't kill it. Well, we could kill it, but it would just take so much, and it got to the point where you can't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the best times I think ever was when you were trying to make it to the end and Eno kicked you out.
Oh, fuck.
Just thinking about it, I laugh every time I think about it.
I was so close.
I know. You could see it in the replay how close you were.
Oh, I was so livid. I'm like, you idiots! I was almost done. We could have been finished.
Yeah.
And then it took like another video or two for us to even get to the ending again.
Like, if I remember correctly, that video ends with you being like, you idiot! We were almost done or something. And then, like, when he ends the video, you keep saying that to him before the next one started up, before you started recording again. You're like, you idiot! We were so close or something.
Exactly, yeah.
That was really funny, though.
God damn it, Eno.
You have to admit, like, if you watch...
in hindsight, yes, it was funny. But at the time, I was like, you idiot! I want to just go do something else.
Yeah.
We've been stuck here for an hour and a half.
That wasn't the problem. The problem was getting skins for like 2 hours before, just making sure that they worked.
That was the one problem with doing Left 4 Dead 480. We're like, okay, what theme do you want to do this week? I don't know. Here's like a Homer Simpson boomer.
Mm-hmm. Would you guys ever come to Fan Expo in Toronto? Yes, I know people out there, so I would have a place to stay too. So
is that the one that's during PAX Prime or during?
Yeah, that's the problem. It's during.
I've been invited by a number of friends multiple times, and every time I'm like, I can't. It's either the weekend of or the weekend before PAX.
Yeah, it's somewhere in there. But yeah, I would totally go. If nothing else, I'd be in Toronto, see some friends, and meet some people I've been wanting to meet for a long time.
I've actually not been in Toronto proper. I've only been in the airports.
Yeah.
So I would like to actually see Toronto.
Toronto's okay. I went there for a Nine Inch Nails concert about 7 years ago now.
Oh, nice. Oh, right, because you have the poster in your living room.
Yeah. That was okay, I guess. I mean, it's a city. We ate pizza after, which is just like Little Caesar's pizza, really.
No, we have pizza here.
Do we?
Yeah, on campus, actually.
Oh, I don't...
It's been there since like 2006. And
I don't go campus.
Or earlier than that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's other places around town that have it too.
Yeah. Come to Toronto then. If I come to Toronto, I'll make sure to message you somehow. Don't worry about it. NCS crash in the chat.
Yeah,
Crash
it's
in the
Tim.
chat. What do they mean? He's crashing the chat, or
Tim's
he's
here.
in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just like, oh no, did like something happen with the connection? What is it? What do they mean that he's crashing it? Hacker Tim or something. I don't know. How's Canada anyways? It's hot here in Florida in winter. I hate Florida. Move to Calgary during the winter. You'll love Florida again.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not that bad today. Like I was out in just a hoodie.
I think the problem I have with Calgary specifically is that it never just stays one temperature,
No, it's like roll a dice. That's probably today's temperature.
and that gives me really bad headaches.
Yeah, no, I get small nosebleeds from it,
Yeah,
which really sucks.
you get sick really easily too.
I have done a surprisingly good job of fighting off all people that have been sick around me.
You're a delicate flower that way.
Exactly.
You're crunchy like a potato chip.
I'm dainty like a dainty thing.
Dainty.
I just like the word dainty.
Hmm. Weird.
How often do you get to use that word?
Every day.
Really?
No.
I was gonna say.
If you could make your own Mario Bros. Character, who and what would it be like?
It would be just Waluigi again.
I mean, it would be Mario. I'm the least creative person when it comes to platforming games ever, I guess. But what's worse, Cleaner Winger level or Seven Force?
Clinger Winger.
Yeah.
Seven Force. Once you know what to expect, is not that hard.
Yeah.
Even on expert.
Yeah.
I'll be fair. Like on an actual NES, a good NES controller, Clinger Winger is not that hard either.
Really?
As long as if you relatively know what to expect, you can do it in a couple tries.
NCS says What Peach. That's amazing.
Oh god, a lot of people have joked about a Watt Peach and a Watt Daisy.
That has to be done though.
I think Nintendo was actually going to do that at one point, and then instead they're like, no, that's stupid.
So John, how about them bunkers, eh?
I do like my bunkers.
What is that referring to? Something that's CNVVJ, I guess.
They're referring to Little Big Planet. The bunker is the hardest stage in Little Big Planet 1.
I don't remember it. I never finished Little Big Planet 1 though.
I just remember it as the stage that made my girlfriend no longer play cooperative games with me.
Really? Because it seems like every time a game comes out, that's the game that makes your girlfriend no longer play cooperative games with you.
Well, it was that and Army of Two of all things.
And Fortune Street.
No, she still plays that with me.
I remember you two not liking each other very much, though.
Because I played like a jerk after one game, and she got upset about it, and then she always kicks my ass, usually when we play.
Yeah.
So then I have to not be as aggressive as I am when I play against everyone else, because if I play too aggressively, then the game ends too fast.
Yeah. We should probably stop talking about your girlfriend so we don't get into specifics.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that seems to just happen when you talk about something. You just blurt stuff out, and we're not going to do that. Any info on the next TRG, John? That's obviously for you.
Yeah. It's New Super Mario Brothers U. Surprise!
Are you being serious?
You never know.
No, I don't. I don't even like. I found out that you did Little Big Planet as your last one.
Yeah. No,
I think you were telling me about that.
No, we're doing Wii Party actually after Little Big Planet, so we're finishing that up.
We should finish off Scott Pilgrim.
We really should.
I know somebody asked that like an hour ago. It's like, what happened to Scott Pilgrim? And I was just kind of like, it's up. It's like, yeah, I don't know. But that stupid DLC isn't out yet.
Yes, it is. I thought you said it was.
I didn't get it. Like, I looked on the market. I can't find it.
Ah, crap. That's not what I want to hear.
Why? Were you planning something?
No, I was hoping that we could finish that up. I was almost in a mood for it again.
Yeah, that was rough, man.
No. That was stupid in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I've actually been playing Scott Pilgrim again.
No, you're totally right. It's just the Knives Chow pack still.
Yep. I started playing as Stills again on the PlayStation to level him up. And playing that game one player is the easiest thing ever. So it makes me sad that we have to play it 4-player. But
4-player, it's fun though.
it's fun, but like after the first level, I had like $100, so I just had to grind out the last 20 for my bionic arm, and after that, everything does in like 2 hits. It's just
Bionic
super easy.
Arm.
Hmm?
Bionic arm.
Yay.
Okay, I don't know.
I
I
don't know.
enjoyed that.
Hmm? You need to play Crunch.
I do. I really do.
Did you watch Apex 2013? I don't know what that is. Am I going to feel stupid when people are like, it's like the only most popular thing ever right now?
Isn't... I thought that was like an event. That's all I know.
That you watch?
I would assume.
Alright.
Oh, geez, never mind. It's a Smash Brothers tournament.
Oh. I
And a bunch
don't
of other
like
fighting
Smash,
games.
bro.
Smash and other fighting games like Ultimate, SC5, Tekken Tag,
I don't like Smash
AOF
Brothers.
13.
Yeah. So,
No, I did not. Oh man, it was New Brunswick, New Jersey. Oh, never mind.
do a Joker impression.
I don't know if I can. It's been a while since I've done it.
What other impressions did you do, or do you do? I'm just gonna make you be my monkey now.
I don't know what impressions I do.
Dance, monkey!
No!
Do Joker.
Just the laugh or just the...
Everything.
For some reason, when we were recording Runaway Guy stuff at MagFest, I kept saying, "Oh, Mr. J, you're so sweet." I don't know why I kept doing Harley impersonations.
Because Harley's hilarious.
Her voice is so grating sometimes, though.
Say it's
Bats, you're just so annoying.
say it's just a Smash Brothers competition as Joker.
Oh, Harley, it's just a Smash Brothers competition. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, it's died down a little bit. You got to get back in the mood.
I know. I had to do it a bunch of times again.
Yeah.
Because like the whole video, I kept doing it, so it was like I was practicing and trying to get the pitch right in my head.
What other things did you do?
Did I do?
Come on, monkey.
I'm not dancing for you.
Dance.
I'll talk, but I won't
Marcus.
dance.
Do Marcus.
No, I didn't have the go. Eno had the better Marcus.
Yeah, Eno was the one that did that. God damn.
Damn!
Breakfast.
Breakfast!
I don't know why.
Anya,
That's
we need help now!
That was like the most perfect comedic timing Eno has ever had. And to this day, every time I even think about that line, I laugh. So, like, props to him. That was the funniest thing I've heard in a long time. I don't even know why. But, yeah. Do a monkey impression, Purple Sinky says.
Ooh,
God, I hate you. Dance!
What do you want me to go like, ha, 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 like that?
Dude, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
It's pretty good. You're real quiet now. Your mic's gone.
My mic is gone?
Come back. Come back.
Hello?
Hey,
What happened?
you went really quiet in my headset.
I think your headset auto-adjusted for how loud I just yelled.
Yeah, probably. Do Captain Falcon.
But my Captain Falcon's not actually Captain Falcon.
Do it anyways.
Captain Falcon is not amused by your request.
Perfect!
Yeah. So, my Captain Falcon is just like some weird guy just talking to himself all the time.
Mm. ProtonJon Grumps? What?
Game Grumps.
What about it?
They want a Game Grumps of just us.
Wait, what? No. I mean, no. There's no way that'll happen. Show me your moves.
Show me your move.
I don't even know what's going on anymore, and this is
Now they're just quoting stuff here.
7 out of 7 cake stands.
Right, I'm a pro raptor. I had forgotten about that one. I'm
Oh,
a pro
man.
raptor. I do cake stands. Like, you rate this game 7 out of 7 cake stands.
Alright, I'm gonna end this recording. We'll keep chatting a little bit, but thanks, guys. I'm so sorry. We'll be back to our normal stuff next week. Nathan, this is what happens when you're not around. Help!
I don't apologize, Nathan. I never do.
See you guys later.
Ha ha ha!